Your article continued. Sorry about that. I was reading a bedtime story. Get out your bedtime story. Freaking Bayer Monsanto. They're going to settle after they murder everyone. Yeah, they are. So let's get back to this. Did COVID-19 come from the sea, from these mink? Now, stay with me. I really think, well, there's no doubt in my mind that COVID-19 is a mutation from the Fukushima disaster. Everything changed. Now, stay with me. Spanish flu. Well, that had to start in Spain, which was devastating. You know how many people that killed? Louis Pasteur on chemo. Jonas Salk. Peter's mom used to work for Jonas Salk. Freaking Ferme in La Jolla, California. Go Vikings. Go freaking Pointers. Go Mission Bay Buccaneers. Frank Zappa on chemo. Kevin Blanche. Go Chieftains. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Freaking... You happy to see me, or is that a bagel in your freaking pants? I just wanted to catch a buzz and some waves at Nick's. See you there soon. I'm the guy that named it Cemetery Point. PB Point. That's actually in La Jolla. North PB. Retreaded beatnik. Recycled beatnik. Now stay with me. Ode to Plutonium. Where's Ezra Poundage? And did Trump freaking do him? Did Donald J. Trump? Let's see. Secretary of State in Jerusalem. Okay. Whoa. Stay with me. Spanish flu. Stay with me. This is important. All the great activists, they were poets. They were artists. All of them. Italy. Bravo. Magnifico. All roads lead to Florence. Talk about a renaissance. Whoa. Freaking... Michelangelo on chemo, on Balco, getting down with Ezra Pound in the Ode to Plutonium, Ginsberg, Kerouac, Bernard Vodo, the poets, Olson. Where did it come from, kids? It came from a feedlot. Pigs, cows, in Warren Buffett, Omaha, Nebraska. Council Bluffs across the thing. There used to be a picture we were staying with my arm around. Or his arm around me, Warren Buffett, when they hijacked our school of business. It came from a feedlot in Kansas, in Nebraska, and they lied. 4 decades where it came from. And by the way, the media that went along with it, this is, talk about before. Mark Twain was an investigative journalist on the Comstock run. We'll give you lead or we'll give you silver. You got 3 seconds to decide. He took the silver. Propped up. Even he said it. He called this out. Spanish flu did not come from Spain. Franco is still alive. Ezra Pound versus Pablo Picasso. One of the greatest activists who always go back to Salvador Dali, Jonah Mora, Goya. Go team. Don't break ranks. They all fled. Salvador Dali fled here and was writing poetry while the poet was painting. Hiding in Virginia. Picasso stayed there and faced Franco. Salvador Dali. Interview. I think in Monterey. He lived in Monterey for a long time on the tide pools in a glass bottom boat. Carmel by the Sea, May Brussels on chemo, on Balco. The greatest. Kids, the Bushy-Eyes occupied the White House. They will never leave. November 1980. John Lennon, blown away. What else do I have to say? Her radio station was right there. Burned down her house. Dead typos by the sea. Father Sierra buried there. I slept in the church. Are you a communist? Sworn communist like Pablo Picasso, Salvador Dali? I certainly am. Not. What? Are you a sworn communist? Anti-Franco, anti-fascist, anti-this, that, the other thing, whatever. What about Ezra Pound? What about Ginsberg? Ode to Plutonium? I certainly am. Not. Spanish flu was lied about. Why did they name it Spanish flu? Got to blame it on someone. Ask Picasso. Ask Goya. Ask Salvador Dali. Ask Ezra Pound. Ask Michelangelo. The great poets, the artists, the great activists. Fearless. Covid-19. That word means Kobe. It's a Hebrew word. Why would the World Health Organization, they're the ones that named it, which, by the way, I've been run out of Geneva in the world. By the way, I was just watching the live stream in Geneva. Peterson was speaking on the Syrian dynamic, but they banned nuclear weapons. I was just watching the live stream from IAEA in Vienna just now. In Geneva, I'm there. I got my signs inside the World Health Organization. The permanent Fukushima protesters, they're there. They got pushed around the corner. Not only did the cops chase me down, they ran me out of the city and put me on a train. It was like right out of a movie. I mean, they put me on the nice train up on the double decker. It's just me and this beautiful freaking, whoa, Swiss girl, brown-eyed girl, whoa. Into the middle of the night, all the way on the train back to Vienna. Whoa. All roads lead to Vienna. Our road leads to Ogden, Utah. Our roads lead to Florence, Italy. Kobe, Kobe, Kobe. The elasticity of time. That's what he said. Kobe Bryant, a trainer I know here at Weber State. Damian Lillard versus Trevon Smith. Say his name. Say his name. Daniel Willard. Say her name. Isn't it amazing how basketball, natives play basketball right on that thing. Native Americans, they're not Americans. America Vespucci, you need to learn to speak America. America Vespucci, speaking of him, was from Florence, Italy. I did videos at his grave. The map maker. American. Wow. The Spanish invaders. They spoke Italiano and Spanish. He never spoke the Queen's English. They're all Germans. Putin, Saudi Arabia, the cousins. Ooh, did they assassinate the nuclear physicists in Iran? Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Isn't it amazing how he told the trainer this? The trainer told me, he's like you, Kevin. Elasticity time. He's a numbers guy. Will tell the tale. I have a tell the tale. I was not ready for the fall. Too blind to see the writing on the wall. What a freaking song and movie that is. Stealing Tractors. Sean Penn, the only freaking activist I have any respect for. He puts his money where his mouth is. He defends. He went to the same place as me. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. PB, Pacific Beach. Those La Jolla Vikings. Those PB Pointers. Those Mission Bay Buccaneers. Frank Zappa on Chemo on Balco. Dead Tide Pools by the Sea. No, he was a chieftain. His mother sat there at Nick's. Crow. What about your mom? I thought she was a communist, Picasso. PB. FTA. That stands for Fuck the Army. PB. Beatniks. Poets. Recycled beatniks. Vonnegut. Go have a cigarette. So the kid tells me at Tourmaline Canyon, I says, don't go in the water. Don't go in the water. Don't go in the water. Don't do it. He says to me, I didn't believe it. I thought he was crazy. He says, my dad was friends with Vonnegut in upstate New York. He says, I said, don't go in. You're going to get E. coli. It'll kill you. It's killing surfers. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. A year later, I'm down at my place where I'm always at Tourmaline. I haven't been there for over a year, first time in my life. Watching the turquoise sky and the blood red freaking December sunset. Tourism economy on the boardwalk with their scooters killing people. He says, I didn't believe you. I thought you were crazy. Until I got it. I got E. coli. I was in the hospital for 4 months. It almost killed me. It destroyed me. I still can't recover. I'm so sorry that I didn't listen to you. Nobody listens to me. Covod-19 from the sea. Covod is the Hebrew word that means Kobe, named in Geneva, Switzerland. Est-ce que vous parlez français, no? Francis, no? Where's Napoleon when you need him? They called in their cousins, just like they did now, to kill him. They called in their cousins. They're German. They called in their cousins from Russia. Putin, a little polonium to the T. He assassinates them, poisons them, he flees. The activists, the nuclear activists at K2. The Polygon, they're hiding in Vienna. They're hiding in Paris because Putin's killing them. A little polonium to the T. Oh, the U.S. is a little more blatant about it. They just blow your head off in a freaking gunfight. Unless you're an activist. Here, ask Aaron Swartz. Ask Megan Rice. Obama put her in prison. An 85-year-old and the disciple of Dorothy Day, Dr. Rice's daughter. Tried to kill her. That's a fact, Jack. Ask Edward Snowjob. Ask Reality Winter. Ask Julian Assange. Ask them all. The useful idiot freaking Trump called Julian Assange. Pardon me. What did they say? What did Putin say to Trump, to Pompeo when they were in Jerusalem? Flynn, Manafort, Biden's kid, James Carville's Pinkett, Stinks, the War Machine. We never saw a bomb on either side we didn't like. Burgess Owens in southern Utah, restart testing. He's from Brooklyn. Mia Love, who's from Haiti, Sean Penn. A little polonium to the T, a little polonium to the T, a little FUKTONIUM to the T. Pardon me. I spilled the polonium tea. Pardon me. Execute him out the door. Let's bomb Tehran. Boogeyman is disgusting. Sickening. 1979. We are family. Pirates smoking cigarettes. Willie Stargell. Freaking Earl Weaver. Kiki Garcia. What? 3-1. They come back again. What about that peace activist? In 1971, take him down, passing him around. Roberto Clemente. What? Teresa Hines' husband. The senator from Minnesota. Did it come from the sea? Spanish flu. Came from a feedlot, a manufacturer. So my friend Mitch, he got this violent sick. I'm friends with him right here. I live here. Little mink farmers. I don't know how he didn't die. Well, his dad did die this year, Larry. So did Juan, the other one. They feed mink ground up whale meat. What do whales eat? What did the starfish say to the 60,000-pound whale? When I wrote Fukushima killed me at Half Moon Bay, when I'm walking the sea trying to prove to you, wake you up that the tide pools are dead, the salmon collapsed, the unequivocal, the greatest PhD, me, Kevin D, from the sea, we. Not me, it's we, from the sea. The mighty blue lady, she's going to fight back. I've said this walking the coast, up and down. She's going to fight back. She's going to come from the me's. How many times did I say it? All predicted. FUKTONIUM, the ode to FUKTONIUM, the old plutonium, getting down with Ezra Pound. No, Ginsburg in the City of Lights behind the blue door in La Jolla, California. Peter Stoops' father, smoking his pipe. I stayed at his house one night. The rest of the time I sleeping. I'm the marquee speaker at the Senate after he shut down. The marquee speaker. Go ask him. Go ask Mike Levin, District 49. I'm the marquee speaker. First one up. Always Micah Garrett, the Garrett House gets $5 million. I get nothing. Ask Peter where I sleep at night. I'm the marquee speaker. Freaking the number thing, he get $5 million to Gary in the slave house at Old Town. The statue on the hill is my great-grandfather. He swam down I-15 from Idaho. I sleep on the beach. Where the tractor ran over her? Oh, yeah, you got to be careful. You got to sleep with one eye open. Wow. What a journey, full of cancer, full of AML, leukemia, given 2 months to live. Mike Lee, bringing in nuclear waste from Italiano, gets caught. My dad was a downwinder. You're not. They don't care. The great equalizer, cancer, Fukushima, the great equalizer. Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. Ground up whales eat phytoplankton. They feed them to mink. The mink get into the people. See the people worship their upside down steeple, sheeple. Those protests at the MoMA that I do are with Eric Oppenheim. That's Dennis Oppenheim, the upside down church artist. That's him. You know, he got us kicked out of the Unnatural History Museum. Teddy. Yeah, all that great activist. By the way, what won the MoMA let Kevin Blanchard in? 33rd soup can. Well, let's see. Jeffrey Epstein's first serious love. The Swedish girl. Yep, the model. The billionaire hedge fund guy's married to her, and now it's come out that he's molested those 2 daughters. And the billionaire that has the keys, Epstein Island, all roads lead to Los Alamos. You cannot connect the fucking dots, you just attack. Covod-19. came from the sea. Ground up well meat, fed to meat. Keep that shiny fur, because I need that coat to keep warm. To Russia with love. A spy who loved me, Octopussy. In the White House. May, Brussels, 1980. Kids, the bushy eyes occupied the White House. They will never leave. Kevin Blanche, 2016, days before the election. The Russians have occupied the White House. They will never leave until, not since a Catholic was in the White House. Nuclear weapons stand back. Did Trump order the execution of the Russian physicist? The cold-blooded murder? There's no doubt in my mind. Did Covod-19 come from the sea, the Fukushima meltdowns? No doubt in my mind. Maybe we can still cover it up. 102 years later, 1918, flu ball. Tommy Lasorda's on his freaking Ogden Dodgers. Oh, they got rid of him. You can't say any of this, Kevin. I just did. Getting down with Ezra Pound in the breeding gowns. So I'm a Ginsburg guy. Ode to plutonium. Ode Kevin Blanche, you're too intimate. That's what Kerouac said. You ever read? On the ship? Ooh. Literature. Publish. The great activist artist. The poet had a cup of coffee in Idaho Falls, Idaho, right where he was born, Ezra Pound. Florence, Italy. Put me in a fucking bunker. She says, Kevin, I am so in love with you. For one reason. I says, it's all sexual. Yeah, so what? You Freudian fuck. You have arms like a Michelangelo sculpture. Chemo took care of that. You took the flowers out of your hair. And shailing for a shiny coffin called a car and an automobile going in circles and mortgage. Stay in tuned.